Hi guys, hello, me to you all. It's MicheleMarieDalene, and today I wanted to kind of cover over what I said briefly this morning in my vlog about the workings that we did on Yule. Now, of course, Dory was there on December 21st, and she remembers what we did, I think, vaguely, right?
Yeah, I remember.
Okay. Well, it has been confirmed by the National Weather Center that El Nino is weakening very quickly, as we now are starting to begin to develop a La Nina instead, which is not at all uncommon, really, for when you have a strong El Nino. Sometimes it weakens around Christmas and becomes a La Nina. But I wanted to let you know that the National Weather Channel has said that we have a chance that we're going to get up to for Saturday and Sunday for this week coming up. We're going to be seeing a lot of potential snowfall. I'm going to just show this to Dory too. As we can see, right now it is minus 7 degrees outside. There's a wind advisory in effect here for Litchfield County. It has wind chill, makes it feel like minus 15. And the dew point is minus 15 degrees, so the air is pretty close to 50% humidity. That's pretty good. But there's perfect conditions here for snow. Here is what it said here from the Weather Channel. It doesn't show how much snow, but it says significant winter storm for the Northeast. And they went into detail on that, and they explained on the extended forecast, and they're saying the weak Northeast, they're talking about us here, and starting on Saturday and Sunday. So let me go to Saturday and Sunday right now so you can get the numbers. And if it wasn't for the fact that we were able to do successful working, there would have been absolutely no way we could have gotten the snow we needed, and that's what I'm very proud of the workings that we have done. However, let me be honest when I say it's going to be starting Friday night, actually. Friday night, cloudy skies with late night snow showers, low of minus 8 degrees Celsius. Winds northeast at 15 to 30 kilometers per hour. You calculate the wind chills, okay? Chance of snow is 40%. 3 to 7 centimeters of snow expected. This is on Friday, and it's starting on Friday night. Saturday, snow, wind again. Snow along with gusty winds. At times a high of minus 4 degrees Celsius. Winds northeast from 30 to 50 kilometers per hour. Chance of snow is 80%. Snow accumulating 12 to 20 centimeters. And it keeps going on, because Saturday night it says periods of snow, low minus 7 degrees Celsius. Winds northeast at 25 to 40 kilometers per hour. Chance of snow is 80%. Still accumulating from 7 to 12 centimeters. And even on Sunday, it still goes on. It says here, morning snow showers before noon, becoming partly cloudy late. Highs near 0 degrees Celsius. Winds northwest at 15 to 25 kilometers per hour. Chance of snow 60%. Snow accumulations less than 2 centimeters. They're going to be busy shoveling anyway in the other days. So that's, of course, this is this weekend coming up, and it's still technically Monday, so we'll have to check it as we go closer to the actual event. And I wanted to know what Dory thought about what we just read, but the potential snowstorm for this weekend, if it works out like it's supposed to.
Yuck.
Why?
Michelle, I don't like snow.
Well, don't you like snow?
Because it's cold.
Yeah.
And snow is supposed to be around Christmas time.
Well, you got a whole 3 months of winter, so technically...
Yeah, but still, it should be around Christmas, that's it.
Well, it doesn't work that way. After all, what about people who like to go snowboarding and skiing?
That's them, not me. I want to go south.
Well, I would kind of like to stay where I am, actually, because you still get a fairly... But I think what I wanted to get was, are you surprised that my working was even that successful?
What?
Networking that we did on December 21st. I was surprised that it was even that successful.
Yeah, well, you made it snow.
I made it cold, not just snow, honey. Dory was wondering why I get so excited about it. It just proves I've got the skills, and I still got the skills. So, by the way, guys, we also wanted to talk to you about the economy, on a personal level, because I know that there's a lot of concerns on the stock market regarding the dropping price of oil. The Royal Bank of Scotland sent out a message. It recommends everybody sell everything and take the money out of the bank because they see that the stock market is going to crash worldwide. Now, is it going to crash worldwide? How does that affect people on disability? Well, we don't have much anyway. So I don't think we would be any worse off overall than somebody who has a lot of money. Take my landlord, for instance. He talked to me today. He said that he's got a lot of vacancies in his buildings, and he still has to pay all the associated ownership costs. And it's causing hardships for him as a business owner. And I told him, I said, well, the problem is it's not really your fault necessarily. Because the problem is that people are looking for the cheapest rent they can get. And I don't think they think $700 is a good deal. I said, so what we got to do is we have to find a way to sweeten the pot. That means to make your building more competitive with the other landlords who are charging the same amount of money you are. He said, yeah, but I got heat and hot water and the rent. I said, well, that's great, but I said, oh, landlords have that too. I said, if you work with me, we just integrate the phone system, we integrate the internet, then you got two more things you can throw in the package. And it's systems that are already set up. We don't even have to change anything. And I said, well, I don't really know if that's really what I want to do. I said, look, if you're going to be successful, you got to find a way to sweeten the pot for potential renters, because that's what they're looking for. They're looking for a bargain. You got to make a bargain. Also, I said, maybe if you could we could do some decorating in the backyard somehow to make the backyard a more comfortable place for people to have picnics and things like that. That shouldn't be too hard to do. I mean, all you have to do is lay out some grass, and then, set up a couple picnic tables. People could sit there and have dinner, bring their own barbecues downstairs. What do you think, Dory?
Yeah, be nice.
In other words, you gotta stand out from the rest of the landlords that are basically doing the same thing you're doing, because people are looking for a bargain. It's just like with T-Mobile, okay? In this economy, watch T-Mobile basically eating everybody else's dinner because John Legere does the same thing. I gotta make my cell phone company look exciting to potential people to switch from AT&T, Verizon, and Sprint. And he's done that, hasn't he? Mm-hmm. She's using T-Mobile herself, so she knows what I'm talking about. If you want to be successful, you got to be willing to compete. So anyway, what was the story with your joints again? You told me briefly this afternoon. I didn't catch it all.
I have a slipped disc in my neck.
Okay, what's your arm?
And I have a cracked elbow. And today, I was supposed to go to, I did. I went to Petricone's. I was supposed to get a sling. Not a sling, an arm brace.
Right.
But my insurance won't pay for it. And the arm brace is $50.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have $50.
Well, what about making one of your own homemade arm braces?
No, I'm not doing that.
Just take a towel, and just
The shell.
It's not really that hard to do it. No, it's not.
No.
Because you don't have $50, so you have to make do with what you got. So if you got an extra bathroom towel or sheets or something like that.
I just don't understand. I don't get these insurance companies.
Here's a fact. Dory, the only thing they really want out of you is your premium. They don't really care about you because you're not even one of the high cost clients. You and me both are no. Okay, here's the basics. Now you take care of the rest.
Yeah, but your case is different. You're legally blind.
Yeah.
You should have everything paid for.
If I was in the UK, I would. And same with you. You would have everything provided for you too, if you were in the United Kingdom.
I know this person, and she has everything paid for. She don't have to pay for her prescriptions. She don't have to pay for doctors. She don't have to pay for absolutely fucking nothing.
Right.
Me, I have to pay for it.
Yeah, so do I. And what's the difference between her and you? Does she have a Medigap plan that covers the difference?
I don't know, but I know she don't pay for shit.
So what's her disability?
She has a chair, one of those multiple wagon chair things.
Power chair.
Yeah, but she don't pay for nothing.
Yeah.
Her boyfriend either. Absolutely nothing. And he's able to walk.
Yeah. Right now, I can tell you that even though my leg is healing, there's times I wish I had access to a set of crutches.
I know when I had my hysterectomy, I used one of those chairs. And I've ridden her chair because my back hurts and stuff like that. But I'm not saying that people shouldn't have those chairs. But
I mean, if I had access to a pair of crutches when my ankle was acting up, I would have been I think I'd be a lot happier than have to sit there and walk when my whole leg feels like it's basically being gnawed at by a bunch of hungry weasels. That's exactly what it feels like. And I'm sitting there and I'm walking to McDonald's and I'm gnashing my teeth. And Dory could hear me starting to cuss like a longshoreman coming home because my leg was killing me. I hurt so bad I couldn't even really stand up to go into the line to go to McDonald's. I had to have her go up and get the stuff because I couldn't do it. At least if I had a pair of crutches, I would have at least been able to take the weight off my ankle. But you still would have been putting weight on it anyway, wouldn't you? Sort of. The point is it would have been less weight. And then my leg would have been much happier, I think. But crutches ain't cheap. A decent pair of crutches
nothing's cheap.
Nothing's cheap. No, absolutely not. And the sad truth is that I don't know what kind of crutches would be better, wood ones or the aluminium ones. But the point is, I think the wood ones would be better for what you do because you work with high voltage. Yeah, okay. But still, I wouldn't get covered for either one. So I'd have to go with the least expensive of the choices. That's because Medicaid doesn't pay anything. It doesn't pay shit.
Is there a way you can change your insurance?
Yeah. You want to pay for it out of your own pocket? You just go to the healthcare exchange.
I don't want to pay for it. I want it free.
Well, that's the only choice. Well, actually, since you are eligible, you probably could get involved by contacting, when they do the annual review insurance thing, usually from November to December, that's when you should change your insurance plan. The problem is it gets complicated because there's certain things some plans cover and some things other plans don't cover. Yeah. The point is that's, I mean, I looked to see what they had for plans, right? So the Medicare program, right? I couldn't really find a plan that was any better than what I had. As far as some of them didn't cover some of my medications I use. Some of them had a higher deductible. Some of them, for, like going to the doctor's office and things like that. And then, of course, you can get, there's also alternatives for Medicare plans. I don't know what they call them, but I've seen them. The point was, by the time I was done looking at the numbers, my head was pounding because trying to figure out what I was supposed to do with each one of these pieces of data. So I went to the healthcare exchange for Connecticut, and I said, okay, now let me see what I can find for healthcare if I wanted to pay for it in my own pocket. You know what? For the same price, for the same shit, the same shitty coverage I get now, with the same goddamn deductible of $2,500, I'd be paying about $150 a month.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's just an example of how stupid it is. It's not getting any better. And I don't think it's going to get any better because the problem...
Well, if we get Donald Trump in there, it ain't going to get any fucking better.
It ain't going to get any better. We get Sanders in there either.
Either.
I think Donald Trump would be better of the lesser.
No, I don't think so. I'm sorry.
No, I do because he's not a lawyer. So he's a businessman. So he understands things in the business world. Lawyers are so out of touch they don't even know anything what's going on in the real world. How come, for example, the Republicans and the Democrats never ever took care of the Social Security disability problems with this country? How come they never ever made sure to refill the Social Security Disability Fund?
Because they're stupid.
Because they're lawyers. That's why.
I don't understand it. I don't understand politics. I don't understand how people can be... How can people like the governor and the president and all those other high-class assholes get away with it?
Simple. Because the people that put them in office are also out of touch with reality. The lobbies, the super PACs. They elect these guys, nominate these guys because they support that super PAC's agenda. Obama, has his own super PAC agenda. That's why he's been doing what he's been doing. That's why he's trying to now become emperor of the world. He's crooked. But
Obama.
He's trying to become emperor of the world now. That's right. He wants to run for Secretary General of the United Nations now.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, and his agenda is Agenda 2030. Do you know what he wants to do? He's working with the Rosterians and a whole bunch of people to actually thin and cull out the American population, as well as the population of the world. They want to get the world population down to 950 million people. To do that means about 7.5 billion people is going to have to die.
It's crazy.
It's unrealistic. Except, I realize one way to get people to cull the world population is starve them to death. Let them get sick and don't give them treatment. That's okay.
Well, basically, that's what we're doing now.
Yeah. Well, you guys didn't put poison in your water yet. Or, yeah, kind of.
But they're putting poison in our pockets.
How much processed food we eat? We know that, right? We eat a lot. Well, how do you know that some of the processed food contains all good stuff? It doesn't. It contains all kinds of artificial chemicals in it. Did you
hear what I said?
What?
They're putting poison in our pockets.
How so?
How so? Think about it. Like, for instance, I just said I had to pay for my arm brace.
All right.
And that's poison to me because I don't have $50 to pay for my arm brace.
Right, and I don't have $50 to pay for some medical medications I need either. Like my Can-C eye drops, which is $39. 42, 43. It's about the price of her arm brace. For 1 month's supply of Can-C eye drops. And it's enough to make you, and yeah, it's the thing I don't understand. Like I said once before, they'll pay to rip every one of your goddamn teeth out of your mouth, but they won't pay for you to get a dental cleaning and a fluoride treatment. Now, why is that? Honestly, why won't they pay for me to get a routine cleaning and a fluoride treatment, but they'll pay to rip every goddamn tooth out of my mouth? It's stupid. It's just so. Like I said, I think Donald Trump is the better of the two, of the lesser two evils.
Not me.
Although I think Ben Carson might be a second good opportunity for a Republican because he's a neurosurgeon. He's not a lawyer. He's a neurosurgeon. So do I think Ben Carson's got it together? I don't know. I really don't know much about his campaign.
I've been listening to it.
Huh?
I've been listening to some of it.
And what do you think of Ben Carson?
I don't like him either.
What is that?
Because I think he's crooked. I think they're all crooked.
Well, we gotta vote for somebody.
I'm not voting for any of them.
Then you basically leave your chance to win.
Then they win. But I'm telling you, if Donald Trump gets it, we might as well go to Mexico.
Why don't we go to Mexico? Why don't we go to the UK?
Go somewhere because this country's gonna fall apart.
This country's already is falling apart.
It's gonna fall more.
No, it's already is falling apart, Dory. Look around you. Look at Winston. All these closed up factories in this town. There's nothing left.
There's nothing left in Torrington either.
I know.
But I'm just saying.
One of the things
the country, the United States of America, is gonna fall apart.
It already has.
I'd rather have Hillary Clinton in there.
She's a socialist. She's following the same teachings that Obama is. She's doing the same thing Obama wants to do.
I say get them all out of there then.
Well,
don't have a president.
Well, unfortunately, Congress doesn't want to impeach anybody. Congress doesn't even want to have another constitutional Congress. That's what we need to do to rewrite the Constitution. And there's not enough votes from the states to get Congress to go ahead and have another constitutional Congress. And that's what they need to do if they're going to change the system. The problem is that nobody is... how are you going to stop the well-to-do super PACs that are financing all these well-to-do politicians? Donald Trump is the only one that's not getting super PAC money from lobbying. He's using his own pocket change.
I don't like him.
I think he's pretty good. I mean, he is a little bit of a gutter mouth. I mean, seriously.
Don't like him. I don't like any of them.
I don't like Clinton. I don't like her husband. I don't like Obama. Well, he's not running again.
And the governor's just as bad. What's his name?
Daniel Malloy?
Yeah, he's just as worse.
He's not running again, I don't think, either.
He's just as bad.
That's one of the reasons why we might be getting a Republican governor next season. I don't know. We'll have to see. The point is...
Look at Roland. Look what he did. He went to jail because of what he did.
Yeah, that was...
Roland,
yeah.
Roland.
Yeah.
He went to jail.
He took advantage of money from contractors to fix up his house.
Yeah.
Instead of paying
he took our money.
Which, I'm sure governors have done worse than that one. Yeah, he went to jail.
Yeah, but he got caught. That's the thing. He got caught.
Yeah. Well, Richard Nixon didn't get caught yet. He resigned.
He died.
Oh, yeah, I know. He never was actually acquitted of actually breaking into the Democratic National headquarters.
I think he's the first president. He's the first president that I remember. And I remember him. And I remember Nixon. He was okay.
Carter?
He was he was all right. Ford? No.
I don't know much about Ford, but the point is I do know this.
Ronald Reagan was a good president.
Yeah. He's a Republican like I am.
I think I'm Republican too.
So you registered in Torrington as a Republican?
I think so.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, why don't you go down to the town register?
Why should I? So I can vote for a guy that's all for money. No.
Tell me one person in this world who's going to be able to turn this United States around 180 degrees.
Nobody.
I don't know any one of them.
Nobody.
Anybody who wants to turn this economy around, and this is a global problem now. It's not just an American problem. He wants to turn the American economy around 180 degrees. He's going to have to turn the economy around all over the world. And the problem is that they don't have a plan,
and they don't care.
Some of them don't care. Some of them.
Well, you think Trump cares? No.
So he cares.
Cares about what?
Because it hurts his bottom line.
Yeah, it hurts nothing. He's a jerk.
What about John LeGere? Let's talk about another badmouth jerk.
I don't know who that is.
Which isn't. Oh, yes, you do. He operates T-Mobile.
Well, I like T-Mobile.
I'm not really saying he's a jerk. He's not. But, I mean, if you listen to him talk when he gets mad, right? He can get pretty potty mouth, too. He's chewed up Donald Trump in
I don't
arguments.
mean to swear, but I don't like Trump. I'm sorry. I do not like him.
And I don't like Clinton.
I don't like her either. They're all in for the money.
Well, when you vote, if you do have
I'm not voting.
You do? Put in your own name for office.
Yeah, I'll put Dory Myville.
Why not?
I'm probably gonna do a hell of a lot better than what these people are doing.
Gotta have to read a lot of bills, so it's not like it's a simple thing. It's not like sitting at the primetime House meeting.
Yeah.
That's a very simple version of things. But anyway, no. I'm saying is I think that our economy is going in the shitter because we gave too much more jobs to China. Now China's economy is going in the shitter because now that they are finding themselves between a rock and a hard place because they have an inflationary trend going on in China. At the same time, OPEC has decided to keep slicing and dicing the price of oil so that they'll hurt American refineries, so that American refineries can't afford to get their own oil, drill for oil. That's causing refinery oil companies in the United States to go bankrupt. Some of them file Chapter 11 because they can't afford to compete with OPEC. And Iran, incidentally, has actually said that they're going to increase their output by 500,000 barrels of oil. That's going to drive the price of oil right down into the floor. No one's going to... Sure, that's great, I can get gas maybe for 10 cents a gallon, but what good is that when you can't even make sure you can put food on your table? I'm concerned also, Michelle, about the fact is that the Social Security people have not refilled the... I'm concerned about that too, I don't disagree with that. If they don't refill that Social Security fund for disability within the next year, there will be a cut. They've already said it might be as much as 20 to 30% cut in our checks. I'm talking about the people on disability, not those who will get regular retirement. Because people on disability is not the same thing as those on retirement. Because the ones in retirement paid into the system. People on disability did not pay into the system. Right. It's true. So, what would you do if your check got chopped by the third quarter of next year? What would you do if you wake up?
Nothing I can do.
I mean, what are you going to take your line on? Excuse me, Mr. Landlord, could you please give me some more time? I'm a little bit behind right now.
They don't give a fuck.
Of course not. Say, "Ask the dog, good night."
If it was their paycheck getting cut, they would be right there on it.
Oh, yeah.
Just like Donald Trump. If his paycheck got caught, he'd be right on it.
Yeah, well, what do you do with it? He has... What's up about Jimmy? How does he feel from the landlord's perspective? That's a great thing. If it's a landlord of many properties, he's going to see... I don't know how many other disability people he has in his properties, but if their checks get cut, and they can only pay him, say... let's see, let me calculate that. Yeah, 30% of $700. Let me see what that would be. Okay, let's just calculate this. Okay, what was you calculate your total income? Total income. Okay. Right now, I currently get $1,232. Now, 70% of that would be, I have to subtract. No, that's right. So if you said it's $20, so if I get 80% of that, 0.8, that's $985.60 a month. Then I subtract the rent here. That's $285.60 minus the $100 a month electric bill. Okay, still sounds good, right? But then you have to subtract my insurance. It says $24.30. Okay, then you gotta subtract the 3 phone lines. Oh, guess what? You're just straight out of money. You're right. So it would be like Michelle would be left with like $20, and she wouldn't even have all her credit cards paid. I wouldn't have any of my credit cards paid. Exactly. So, seriously, you'll get $700 approximately a month. If your check was cut by 30%, or 20 to 30%, in the fourth quarter of 2015, or 16, what in the heck could you do? Look,
nothing.
You wouldn't even be able to get...
I get $749.
I'll calculate it for you. There, right here. $749, you said? $749, okay, 49 times the actual take home of 80% is $599.20. Now, where can you rent an apartment for $500 a month?
You can't.
You can't. And she's got an electric bill that is electric heat. And it's costing her a lot now. She can't afford to pay it. So, even if you could find a hole in the wall, it's not going to affect just you. It's going to affect your landlord too. Because if everybody can't pay full rent, then he can't pay his mortgage. You know what happens next, don't you? The bank files ejectment procedures after a foreclosure action, and then you and everybody else is out of the street. That's exactly what happened to me and Ed and Willimantic. But because the difference is that the landlord's father got cancer. I think it was a bone cancer, and it killed him. And they couldn't save him with chemo. So all the rent money that was paid to him was used to try to get the father the proper chemo. Because Tony owned the building. Tony was the father. Okay? And so, unfortunately, I meant for the rest of us tenants, we were out of luck. The bank came in, served us ejectment procedures, said, get out. We don't have to be nice to you guys. You're nothing but deadbeat losers anyway. So, that's what happened to all of us. And my attorney through legal services actually fought the bank, but we already kind of had plans to leave anyway, and then the building got busted water pipes because somebody broke all the windows in the building and all the pipes froze.
Cool.
Oh, it was actually quite cold, actually. And it was, I think, maybe about -10. It was cold, all the pipes froze. So, unfortunately enough, that means that the town of Willimantic threw us out in the street and said, this building is a drug building. We are not eligible from help in the town. Goodbye! Even though I never did any drugs. My lawyer was extremely angry at the town for that reason. But I already had a travel trailer with me and Ed had purchased. So we were living in a travel trailer for a while. So that's where it stands. So it's a trickle-down effect. Eventually it's going to hurt us. But I think it's going to hurt the well-to-do more so. Because they think that they're so above getting screwed.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I don't know. I just think it's messed up.
The whole world is messed up. Have you been looking at what's going on all around the world lately?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Even ISIS has actually had to cut the paycheck of their soldiers by 50% because we destroyed their cash reserves when they bombed the cash repository. So now their own soldiers are hungry. Yeah, but they're the enemy. You want to kill them off. Yeah, but they're people, though. You know? A lot of those people joined ISIS incidentally because it was the only job they could make money on. True. So how are you supposed to deal with that?
How many minutes have you been in this video?
How
many minutes so far?
What's 8 minutes?
I said, how long have we been into the video?
I have no idea. I can tell you by looking at the video in the other room. Well, I know the way the video is Michelle has probably been talking for about half hour.
Alright, let's wrap this up because I'm getting tired.
Well, you talk for a little bit. We'll tell you exactly how many minutes it is. All right,
so, how's everybody doing out there? I'm doing pretty good, I hope. So I just don't think it's right.
You gotta have a seal close to the center, Dory.
I don't think it's right that we have to pay for half of our insurance. I mean, it bothers me because I need medical treatment.
37 minutes and 50 seconds.
All right.
Keep talking, Dory.
Oh,
I'll make you a video out of this one too.
no, I don't want, Michelle, I'm tired.
All right.
So, what are you? Michelle, come out here. We can wrap this up.
Yeah, I'll go right out. Okay. So anyway, guys, here's the deal. She wants to crash. She wants to play Farmville. And I'm gonna watch The Croods. And a few other shows. I gotta show you that Croods. Dawn of the Croods it's called. That's the name of the show. Dawn of the Croods is on Netflix. And it's good. I like it. She's not into cartoons. I love cartoons. Why don't you like cartoons?
Never did.
What is it about cartoons you don't like?
I like Tom and Jerry and Flintstones and the Jetsons, but
well, it's kind of like the Flintstones.
the cartoons they have out now I don't like.
It's kind of like the Flintstones.
Okay.
Kind of. Go put it on. You can watch it. I don't know. Some of the shows that you like Seinfeld.
No.
Seinfeld.
No.
What shows do you like?
I like old shows.
Some are okay. What about any shows in the 80s? Anyone you like?
Yeah.
Give me a name. I'll see if there's anything I like.
Remember.
What?
I don't remember the 80s. The 80s.
Well, let's see. There was Punky Brewster.
Yeah, I like Punky Brewster.
There was Facts of Life.
Yep.
Let's just like that. It's not bad. I don't mind it. There was Magnum P.I.
Yeah, that was
Simon
okay.
and Simon.
Love Boat.
Love Boat. Yep. That actually was early 80s.
Fantasy Island.
Yep. Where do you think Love Boat obviously went to? Because Love Boat always was on before Fantasy Island.
Yep.
The plane! Yeah, the only thing was, wouldn't it be, the boat!
Okay. All right, everybody.
All right.
I'm going to say goodbye.
But let me just remind you guys, it's going to be cold the next few days. So maybe you say this to me. Please do not forget to stay safe, stay warm, and stay dry. And I will see you soon. And enjoy the snow this weekend. Okay?
No snow.
Bye-bye.